Hello, Lighthearted Rainbow Tribe. We join and meet together once again to take a pause for the cause that is the effect, by being silent, by opening into and allowing the silence of our inmost being to pervade us, just like this radiance pervades everything. Continuing our conversation about the unifying power of love. It's what happens in us when we live in accordance, accordance with this song of silence, of the still small voice, with the singular purpose of being that is of wholly beneficial, beneficent intent. Yeah. When we allow ourselves to release back out of the misbegotten notion of being a somebody doing something, here to accomplish something, and rest back from that, opening ourselves within to receive, we find that there is a singular purpose, a singular principle that guides a singular action that is the entirety of being unfolding as one. And we are an integral part of that. So as specifications, as unique expressions of this that only is, our movement, our expressiveness is part of the whole. And as this love unifies everything that seems to be other than this, consciously, experientially, in our experience as it is. Oh, this is our accordance. This is living in accordance. It is dancing with the Almighty Presence in the joy of being this, alive. So while there is nothing to do as a doer of something, everything is being accomplished. And we are avenues in our expressive emanation of this that is accomplishing all good things. It's a very relaxed state of utter reliance upon the utterance of the still small voice of pure, unconditional love. We don't have that. That is given us to have. Yeah, there's a difference there. So it is inherent to our true nature. And when we are relaxed and open consciously into the recognition of our essence, it's naturally here and functional, harmonizing everything through the power, the unifying power of love. This unconditioned, pure presence that loves all, showing itself forth as everything that exists, everything that we can possibly perceive. And we stand there, and we insist upon that being made real, directly experienced, right here and now, accepting no other appearance as so. We find ourselves in the blood, sweat, and tears, on the hot seat, in the discovery of the divisiveness that we call real. And in divisiveness, there is attack. There's argument. And that's not in accordance. That's the poisonous fruit of duality. And we can feel it. We know it. And so we put ourselves on the hot seat and we ask this love to forgive us for our misperceptions and our beliefs that that's real. And we ask for truth to reveal what's actually there. And with our singularity of purpose, our perception opens. We cease to be blind to the non-dual, to the unitary, to the singularity of being. And the dualistic dissolves. It disappears before our eyes. We're no longer dealing with duality. That's freedom. Yeah. So right along with thinking being optional, duality is optional. How great is that? Our beingness is a singularity. It's infinite diversity, but it's still a singularity. It's a whole. And as a part of that whole, moving in accordance with that whole, we are the active expression of the essence that is all about the resplendent nature revealing itself. When our eyes and our hearts and our bellies and our whole being is open to that, we're living in another realm. And the phrase, in this world but not of this world, applies. Finally, applies to us. Everywhere that you see, everything that you see, everywhere, is only this. And that's our challenge, is to see right through the appearance of the horrors, of the poverty, of the sickness and the illness, to the essence lurking within it. Whether it's internal to us, our own experiences of hatred and rage and outrage about what goes on in the inhumane realm. We have to find that kernel of goodness within there and not move until we do. And the same with the reflection That's all that we're seeing as a reflection of consciousness. And that's our opportunity once again to say, is it here too? I need to know absolutely and without a shadow of a doubt that this presence is here too. And then we go to work. It's not an assumption. It's not a mental assumption that we go, oh yes, omnipresence, it's everywhere, so it's here too. When what is being experienced is the lack of the direct contact, connection with the truth. So that's our exercise, our invigorating movement of consciousness, is to allow the power of love to unify absolutely everything without fail. It's not something we can do, and it's not something we can tell ourselves or hope for. That's nothing. That's just a bunch of words. It might be the letter of the truth, but until it's embodied, felt, genuinely experienced and expressed, it's got no power. The power of love, of the truth alive in us, isn't in it. That's what's necessary for change, for the revelation of what's actually here. That's what we're here for. That's our singularity of purpose. And it doesn't matter what you're doing, what job you have, where you're located, what your life is like. There's a singularity of purpose that underlies everything. And when we find that, when we live in accordance with the purposes of love, everything harmonizes in our life. It's a beautiful thing. So may this awaken in your heart and in all hearts. May we recognize that we are here for a beautiful and wonderful purpose that has to do with the true nature and substance of our life and form, and living it fully, mightily, as this love. Many blessings.